Hello, welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
Hi, Mark. I'm Michael Mandel. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
And this is our Memorial Day show.
Yeah.
It's a 3-day weekend show.
So it's going to have to last for 3 days.
We're good for the whole weekend.
So we have a great drink, right?
We do.
Is yours?
Now, before we get to the drink, 1 second.
Okay.
This is Memorial Day.
Yes.
When you're out doing activities around town and around the area, watch out for cops. Cops are going to be out there in force looking for people
Because they know you're
on their
going to
cell
be
phone while they're driving,
drinking these things. And
not wearing their seatbelt, open
they want
containers.
to memorialize this day with a ticket for you.
Oh, that's right. That'll memorialize it. And, Memorial Day is the day that we memorialize those veterans whom we've lost thanks to
Wars.
corporate wars.
Yes. And if you can't hear the policeman when he's behind you with a siren, then you should go to Here on Earth, because that means you're probably hard of hearing.
That's right. And if you do, and give them your old hearing aid, they'll give you $500 on a trade-in for a new one. Because they've got state-of-the-art stuff over there.
Yeah, we almost surprised you with slipping in that ad, right? We just fill it right in.
He knew it was coming at some point.
At some point.
He snuck it in fast.
And then, you want to sneak in the next one or what?
No.
Okay, we'll wait on that.
And we'll wait on that. Now, since it is Memorial Day, the day we memorialize the dead, we figured the perfect cocktail was the Corpse Reviver.
Number 2.
Number 2.
And we got the lemon in the mixer already there. I'm putting in, and in fact, we looked this up. We had done this drink in October of 2015, but we did it with substitute things because with Lillet you can replace it with Coke Americano.
Yeah.
And they say that has more quinine. For the Cointreau, we use Grand Marnier, and in the show itself, I kept calling it Courvoisier. But I don't think anybody knew.
You went back and actually watched it.
I did. I went to see what we did.
Well, today we don't have Courvoisier or
Cointreau.
They do have the actual Cointreau.
It's the correct way to do it. Right now, I'm putting in 3/4 of an ounce of Lillet. This is a simple drink to make because everything is equal amounts. It's supposed to be 3/4 of an ounce of everything. It's sort of like you make the drink called The Last Words. It's made the same way, equal amounts of stuff. And since Mark doesn't like absinthe, we're going to use Luxardo Maraschino liqueur as a little taste thing. So that was
Cointreau.
Cointreau, not Courvoisier.
Yeah, that's right.
It sounds better. And we're using, this is a good standard quality botanist,
gin.
Made in Scotland.
Scotland.
In the Isle of Islay, and that's another 3/4 of an ounce.
3/4 of an ounce of everything.
Yes.
Well, that's not much gin, though, is it?
No, it's not.
3/4 of an ounce.
No, but we have other
what do you
alcohol
think about
things. Cointreau. Cointreau, I think, is 40% alcohol anyway.
No, just like
so
gin.
it's the same amount. And Lillet is very light. It's like 16%.
Yeah, like
17%.
Like a fortified wine, really.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Lillet is good for a mixer.
So only 3 ingredients, and then you're going to put this in last?
3 ingredients. Well, I'll put a little bit. It's very little.
Just
There's
drop.
4 ingredients.
Like you would with absinthe.
Absinthe. It never works.
Can you try to put a little bit in?
Yeah.
Careful. And the suspense is killing me.
It won't kill a drink. Maybe.
Okay. Well, cherry, that's going to make any drink good.
Maraschino. But it's bitter.
Oh.
It's bitter.
What do you do? Squeeze the pits?
I think that's how they grow. And the reason they're so red is they soak them in the red dye. And,
red dye, yes.
I love the sound. Can you hear it?
I do.
Can you hear it from where you are?
I don't need a hearing aid to hear that.
No. You're good.
Right? And, there's a new coffee house in town.
Yeah.
Have you heard about it? It's called Cafecito Divino.
Since they printed it in a number of places in the same paper, yeah, I have heard of it.
Yes.
And they talk about it nicely.
It's right over there in that shopping center, Main and Picacho.
Yes, so the Corpse Reviver number 2 came up with that because Debbie Levy's favorite drink.
Oh, down the hatch, Deb.
Yes.
And they had Cafe Divino, has all your favorite kinds of coffee, drinks, cafe, cappuccinos, etc.
Corpse Reviver number 2?
They don't have that. You'd have to take your own in there.
Oh. See, you say it's a small drink, but managed to fill up
these 2 little
baby glasses.
Small martini glasses.
That's 1.5 ounces.
Here we go. That'll revive the dead.
That's pretty good.
It is good.
It is. It's tasty. It's crisp. It's clean. Wow.
Did you mention that you squeezed in lemon juice?
I did say I put in 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice.
It doesn't
in the
overpower
beginning.
it.
No, it doesn't. You're working
The
against
sweetness
Cointreau.
of all that.
Cointreau. I keep going. It is Cointreau.
It is
It's not
Cointreau.
It's this is made with orange peels and brandy. So in a way, it's like Courvoisier, which is brandy.
Yes, it's a very good drink, Michael.
And we're going to do a variation, which isn't going to work in the second half of the show. So just listen to us babble for a while, and then we'll have the second.
This kind of drink you can sip all afternoon and into the night.
And into the coffin. And then you wake up the next morning.
Yes, I hope you do.
Actually, the reason it's Corpse Reviver is because if you have a hangover, it's supposed to wake you up in the morning.
Oh.
It's supposed to kick the devil out of you.
But you better have them mixed up the night before, because who feels like doing that first thing in the
It's
morning
simple.
when you're hungover?
You get the valet to do it.
A valet.
Don't you have a valet?
I have a butler.
Oh,
Same thing.
poor guy. Well, the butler is there to help the valet.
To help him buttle.
So, yes, it's a new coffee house. We have a bunch of coffee houses.
We do have, but downtown there aren't that many.
That's not really downtown, isn't it? Sort of near Ciro's and Giro's?
Right next there to, the
Harbor Freight?
Harbor Freight's right next door to Harbor Freight. That's like the very north end of downtown, really.
Or you can walk over there from the police station.
You could, in the library.
And the library and the courthouse. And
Yes. District Court's right across
We
the
actually
street.
haven't tried it yet, so we should.
We haven't been there.
We have to try it.
But we always like to alert people. We're all big on food and drink on this show.
And what's this about Domino's Pizza new?
There's going to be a new Domino's opening up right across the street from the Pan Am Center, where Schlotsky's Deli used to be.
I
Schlotsky's
guess
restaurant,
that's a good idea, except for Lorenzo's.
which sells pizza right next door.
Yes. Lorenzo's has good pizza,
Yes, they do.
but Domino's is
Domino's delivers.
right, which is they could deliver. They have a place right on Missouri, just like half a mile north of that. There's a Domino's on Missouri.
Yes.
Between Locust and Telshore. So
Yes, right near your building. Mm-hmm. There's several Domino's around town, but this one is closest to the university.
that's good that it's
Surprised it took them that long to put one up
We're
there.
still wondering what's going to go into Dublin's. Wex isn't moving on it, is it?
They say they're coming this
They
summer.
say that. Did you know that the subway that used to be near Albertsons closed down?
On
Did we
Nevada
mention
Street.
that?
We mentioned that.
Did we mention that?
We
Because
mentioned it,
I was
yes.
going there for a
No.
sandwich and I go, did we mention this on the show? I
Yes.
should watch this show more often.
We always
so I know
mention
what's
it
going on.
when a restaurant leaves or when it comes in.
Because that's the activity that we have here.
But right across the street, right across El Paseo, you can get a good sandwich at
Where? Oh, Dion's?
Dion's. They make good sandwiches.
They're not open after 9 o'clock.
No.
No, that's when I was looking. There's not much open except for Taco Bell. And after I do my
on that
poetry
side
readings.
of town, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a poetry reading, if you're in Mesilla,
Nothing's open after 9:30.
well, you're on that side of town, the
What?
truck stop.
That's
They're open all night. Food's not bad.
It's kind of far away.
Well, you're in Mesilla.
You know, a new place, did we mention this? We went to Entrecôte, the French place in El Paso.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of about a mile down Mesa off of Sunland Park Road towards the city. Entrecôte, really, it was pretty good.
Liked it?
The reviews were all pretty good too.
Okay. There's a French bistro right next to Whole Foods. Madeleine's.
Madeline's, it's more
Have
of
you
a
been there?
breakfast place.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
it's
They're
good.
open- They're
It's
open for
good.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's 2 locations in El Paso.
One on the west side
Fair
and
Island.
one on the east side.
Yeah.
It's good.
Now,
Where were we? Oh,
This
we're done
weekend.
talking food. Yes.
now we're going to talk about drink.
Did you finish your drink already?
Of course.
Okay.
The Las Cruces Wine Festival happens this weekend, as it does every Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend.
And the St. Clair Bistro, which is now the
Les Combs.
Les Combs Bistro,
And winery.
Their wines are going to be there.
Featured.
And they broke out. They broke away for a while. They were doing their own tasting the same weekend. I don't know the inner goings.
The St. Clair Winery had, when I worked for them, had I think 6 different lines of wine
When did you work for them?
at these festivals.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
Gosh, and I missed that? I couldn't harass you at the time?
Maybe you did in
yeah.
one of them. I'm sure you probably did.
I probably stayed. You know what we liked at the Les Combs winery thing? They would do a special room. It cost a little bit extra.
Oh, a VIP thing, huh?
It was good. They had good food.
Oh.
They paired food up with their DH Les Combs wines.
Yes.
And if they have that back, we'll go. If they don't,
they do that at their restaurant as it is.
Pair it up with...
Yes. Yes, it's even in the menu, which wine they recommend with that dish. And they'll even let you have a sample.
But when they do it at the wine festival, they're giving you like 6 different wines and 6 different things to eat with.
Yes,
it. So
yes, and you get a glass.
Yeah, let's have some more of these.
Absolutely. And so that's going on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday over this Memorial Day weekend.
Wait, don't people work on Monday?
Not this Monday.
Why not, Mark?
Only people working at the wine festival.
Oh, that's true. So you had a wine license, huh?
No, I didn't have to back then.
What kind of caveman days are we talking about?
I was selling bottles of wine and giving away samples.
Oh.
People, they'd already paid, so I was just giving away the wine. I wasn't
that's true.
dispensing
that's
it,
true.
really.
But you needed it. Anyway, we won't talk about your things.
Never.
You're already going to be indicted for a number of things that you say on the show, so we don't have to worry about the things that you actually do that are illegal. Don't you impersonate dead people? Or people who are dying?
Only the ones I see.
No. As a corpse reviver? Anyway, the Wine Fest is usually fun. You know, it's been windy lately.
Yes.
But that's got to stop, really. It's got to stop by Saturday.
It's usually a pretty hot day out there the times I've done it.
They have music. There's
music. Fun. There will be food out there. And it's $20.
20?
Ahead of time, 25 at the gate.
Really?
I remember when it was 10.
I remember when it was 8, and you basically paid for your glass.
Yeah.
That was it.
So if you want to get in there early, well, maybe it's too late now to get a $20 ticket.
Well, if you go online, you get there for a Monday, maybe.
Yeah.
Go online. Take our advice. Okay, you got something else here to talk about. I don't understand this one. Constitutional jeopardy.
Yes.
Are you talking about how our Constitution is in jeopardy because of the people who are in Washington, or is this something else?
That's just a happy coincidence.
Yes, lovely happiness.
Yes, no, actually, they're playing the game of Jeopardy with questions about the U.S. Constitution. So it stirs your knowledge, it tests your knowledge of our Constitution, and in the game of Jeopardy.
Oh, you don't mean I thought you meant the battleship.
No,
not the battleship.
Actually, the one that's on paper, not
the one that was written by John Hancock, right?
Well, he's one of them, and he signed it.
That was the Declaration of Independence.
And that's today at the Brannigan Library from 12 to 2.
Which means you have an hour to get there.
You can get down there.
To get there.
You can get down there and watch. It's too late to have signed up for it because they only have so many slots for people to do it. And I'm sure they're full.
But if you listen to all the questions, you should be good next year.
That's right. Yes.
Although maybe next year we won't have a constitution. Who knows? That's the way things are going. So we'll see. So library 12 to 2.
12 to 2 today.
Is that a tongue twister?
12 to 2 today.
A minute or two to 2.
Yes. Yes. So that could be fun. I might actually go to that.
That would be interesting. How would you get there that quickly from this TV show? Especially if this TV show is on Sunday as well. You'd have to go there back in time. I guess it depends on which show you guys are watching out there. And then or online.
Well, then, at 2 o'clock, the Conversations with Democrats begins.
Really?
Over at your old temple on Parker Road.
I'll go to that.
They do that on Saturdays. Sharon Thomas is speaking this week.
She's not running for anything.
No.
She was one of the most knowledgeable city councilors we've ever had. She read stuff.
Imagine.
I know. Imagine doing research. So we're going to take a break because...
Because you're baked?
I'm baked. We'll make another drink when we come back.
Another corpse reviver for Memorial Day.
Something different.
After
Here
these words.
We'll explain it when you get back. Means you have to come back.
Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Tell me, is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel? Is it real? Is it real? Is it something I can feel?
Call Mark Goldstein, the Safe Money Guy, at 575-556-2472 to learn about innovative strategies now available to help you grow, protect, and preserve your money and financial future, regardless of market conditions.
Hi, welcome to Okazuri.
It's our happy hour sushi fest. We placed our top sushi rolls on special from $4 to $6. And our ice-cold draft beer is only $2.50. Have a California roll, banderito roll. Sit at the floating sushi bar and the kids eat for only $2. From 2 to 5, Monday through Thursday. Located on University in the Pan Am Plaza. It's our happy hour sushi fest.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here. Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Come to Tacos El Borrego de Oro in Las Cruces. We are celebrating $1 Taco Tuesdays. Come enjoy authentic Mexican food for the whole family. Bring the family to Tacos El Borrego for $1 Taco Tuesday and Flauta Thursdays.
There you go.
So great. You do all these different beers. Like, why not?
Okay.
Nice.
Guys, not all.
We're back. This is Double Talk, our Memorial Day show,
With drinks galore.
right here on the Las Cruces channel.
I wanted to mention this
What is
soap.
this, Michael?
So in El Paso, they have the TJ Maxx now that they've opened that on the west side. So this is a bath soap with the smell of bourbon, Buffalo Trace bourbon. So
Duke
I could
Cannon.
not pass this up. I mean, I drink enough. I might as well put stuff on my body that's
And
it's
it,
Buffalo Trace bourbon, man.
Buffalo Trace, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
So it's right here, man. See?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I can.
Yeah. So aside from that, our next drink, we're doing 2 ounces of Botanist Gin. Botanist Gin is a good gin. Let me just emphasize that. And then I'm going to do half an ounce of something interesting that somebody from yoga class told me about.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in the stores. Mandarin Napoleon. It's sort of like a version of Cointreau and Grand Marnier. It's hearty. I tried it last night in a
It's
drink.
assertive, you say?
It's assertive. So I tried it when I was doing another drink called the Jasmine, which had sort of a similar type of concoction, but it turned out to suck. So I had to doctor it with Mandarin Napoleon and one of my favorite mixers, which is Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. And Luxardo also makes maraschino cherries.
Yes, and those
we
are best.
brought them. They are
My
awesome.
word, are
they
they
are
good.
great. You
And
know,
expensive.
if you go to the store and you see them, they're
Well,
even if you don't go to the store and see them,
You won't see them in any store here.
They are $18. You can get them at Specs. And you go, why would I spend $18? So you go ahead and you spend $18.
You have one.
And you go, I can see why. They are really good.
I spent $17 for a jar of anchovies at the cheesemonger shop in Santa Fe.
Really?
These are nice big ones.
I bet they're good.
Or was it $12?
Were they thick white ones?
No, they weren't white.
Because when we were in Cinque Terre in Italy, they specialize in anchovies that are fresh. Oh man, you know, the anchovies we get are a sad comparison.
Well,
they're different.
They're cured in salt and oil.
Yeah. But anchovies fresh,
They're one of the best fish you can eat because you can eat the bones.
yeah, they're so little.
And they're little, you don't have to worry about mercury poisoning.
You don't have to eat the bones.
Because the small fish don't have mercury. They don't live long enough
Oh, it's sad.
for it to imbue their flesh.
I worked with somebody who, different color,
Thanks to the,
maraschino liqueur.
and the mandarin.
Mandarin is just a little yellowy. Oh, look at all that.
And yeah, you know, there's a lot going on this weekend.
One of these is this. We don't have, if this works, we have to give it a name.
give it a name. This is, you thought it used to be more like a martini, but it's actually sweeter
It is.
than the previous drink.
It's not bad. It's almost like a martini Negroni, isn't it?
Well, Negroni has gin.
Yeah, and Negronis could have, maraschino
it's
liqueur is sort of like
Kind of like sweet
sweet
vermouth.
vermouth.
Not
I
far
think it needs
off.
more. I bet it needs lemon. Want some lemon?
Yes, I would. That would help it. It would cut the sweetness a little bit
Yeah.
and
And-
balance it out.
It turns into like a health food, doesn't it?
Yes, get your citrus and your
It's
vitamin
a
C.
health food.
And this weekend we have the Mayor's Jazz Festival downtown Sunday at the Plaza downtown, starting at 6 o'clock. Sunday night, it's free of charge. All kinds of jazz performers will be there.
So when you say the mayor's jazz thing, is that Reuben Smith? Because he used to be the mayor and he plays saxophone or
yes, he
something,
does.
clarinet.
Clarinet. And well, he might be there. Not sure.
Maybe that should do it.
Let me try. A little bit more actually, because it sinks to the bottom. There we go.
Okay.
And yeah, Mayor's Jazz Fest Sunday. It's a festival that happens every year now. A lot of jazz musicians will be down there.
That's pretty balanced.
I'm sure all the food trucks will be there. A lot of people will be there.
That's one of the fun things. It's the beginning of the Sunday concerts that are usually in the park.
Right, it's kind of the official start of summer.
Yeah,
really.
and they're free. And one of the fun parts is you can bring a picnic, and you can bring alcohol if you disguise it.
They'll probably be having a beer and wine tent.
But they probably do have that.
But there's Little Toad Creek right there anyway.
True. And if you're smart and know Little Toad Creek, you'll get to Little Toad Creek before everybody else and get the best seats.
Right there,
You can
right there on
sit
the
there,
rail,
yeah.
in the shade. And hey, this weekend is Indy 500, isn't it? Isn't that always on Memorial Day weekend? I believe it is.
Only you would know that.
Sure. Happens every year, Michael.
Somebody asked
For the
my
past
wife if I
75
like
years.
sports, and she said, "Are you kidding?"
Sports bra, maybe.
Sports bra is good. But, Indy 500, it's a sport in a way. It's not like these guys work out, but I'm sure they do work out.
It is a sport. They have to
It
be
is
in
a
great
sport
shape.
because it's
And it's-
competition.
And when it comes to spectator sport, it's number one in this country.
Is it number one?
More people go to auto races than anything else
Man,
because there's so many of them.
speaks well of it. And we have a new racetrack down by Vado. Did you know that was being built? It looks like a stadium, and it is.
It's not
Have
open
you been
yet.
down there?
No.
I think it might be open pretty soon. I was talking to somebody, and they said it's going to be open. We would drive down there. We go, what the heck is that?
Can you see it from the freeway?
Yes.
Well, I haven't been in El Paso this year.
It's owned by the guy who owns the other speedway.
Yes.
What's his name?
Oh, you mean the guy that owns Sea Valley Trucking?
Yes.
Royal
Jones. Yes. So that's going to be there. A different type of racing. Not that I know the difference, because I can't tell basketball from wrestling. I have no idea how you differentiate them.
Michael,
Because there's balls in wrestling, isn't there?
He's one of the few guys who has a football bat that I've ever seen.
I know. And I broke it because I
You-
hit
you
it too
used the
hard.
wrong end?
Yeah.
Now,
Anyway.
Now, if you've run out of things to do in Las Cruces, there's things in the area you can go and do. Up in Ruidoso, they have a country music festival going on.
How did you just segue to Ruidoso?
Why not?
I don't know. Just we ran out of stuff here?
It'll be lots.
Apparently?
It may be hot here, but it'll be a little bit cooler up in Ruidoso.
Yes, it.
Yeah, they're having a big country music fest up there Saturday. Joe Nichols is the headliner.
Joe Nichols.
I saw Joe Nichols open for Alan Jackson here about 10, 15 years ago.
I'd give a dime for him.
Pan Am. He's good.
Is he?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Very talented. He's got
So I guess you're going to be up there.
8 albums out.
And who's that? Frank Ray?
Frank Ray from Las Cruces, former Las Cruces police officer who changed his name and became a musician. He's opening the thing. He's the first act. It's Saturday at 3 o'clock up there in Ruidoso.
Wow.
Yeah, at Wingfield Park.
Wherever that might be. I'm sure there's not much going on. Ruidoso is a good place once summer starts, and that's when all the Texans come.
Yes, it is. That's
And
when
that's
the prices
why,
go up.
Right, and that's what Ruidoso is good. But,
Having lived and worked up there,
you
I'm
have.
even though I'm not sure where Wingfield Park is, it wouldn't take me long to find
Yeah,
it.
probably not. And that's why most people go to Cloudcroft, because most Texans haven't heard of Cloudcroft. But people from Alamogordo go there and Las Cruces.
Sure.
Cloudcroft, the city of Cloudcroft is 9,000 feet high.
Yes, it is.
Itself.
I
mean, really.
I went to Boy Scout camp up there 3 years in a row, just outside of Cloudcroft. And
You can hardly breathe, right?
It's wonderful up there. That was in the summer. It was much cooler up there. And Cloudcroft has their Mayfair Art Show going on this weekend. And
At Zenith Park.
At Zenith Park.
In case you want to.
Now, that shouldn't be hard to find. Cloudcroft's a pretty small place.
Pretty small. There's lots of fun places. The hotel there is great. Good place to eat. You need
the
some
hotel
good
there
place
is
to
a
eat.
good place to eat, yeah.
Yeah. And I think they have barbecue places all
So
over. I haven't been there for
couple of barbecue joints?
A long time.
This place has a nice bakery there as you pull into town on the right. They sell pies and all kinds of baked goods.
Well,
in Cloudcroft.
When was the last time you were there?
Let's see, I drove through it about
on your way to someplace famous like Detroit, or where were you going?
No, I drove through there on my way to Tiburon.
Were the cops after you again? Is that what you said? I better go to Tiburon. Nobody will ever find me there.
Well, after I went to Tiburon, I went to Hobbs, gateway to Jowl.
Jowl. Oh, we better. Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
We didn't mention Manoa. What are you talking about next? What are we talking about?
Well, the Museum of Nature and Science downtown here in Las Cruces on Saturday. It's at 411 North Main Street. They are having
You'll find it.
A nice event there. Besides the regular displays and exhibits they have, they're having an event about Marie Daly, who was an American chemist and the first.
Was that a picture of her just now?
No,
because that looked like a dentist.
And she's the first African American woman to receive a PhD in chemistry. And her research focused on the impacts of nutrition on heart health. Ooh. And discovered the relationship between cholesterol and clogged arteries. So that's why I recommend you attend.
That's really a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what, alcohol is good because it breaks
Thins out
through
the
cholesterol,
blood.
yeah.
It does, yeah.
Especially gin, by the way.
So that's going on today, downtown, Saturday. And
so do it for your heart, if not for you.
Yes. Get down. That's at 11:30 today. So as soon as the show is over, run right down there. Or DVR this now, and then come back and watch the rest of the show later.
That's true. It'll be on. It's a museum. It stays open.
Right. Now,
something else downtown?
Well, on the way through downtown, go a little bit further to Manolo's up there on Loman Street, and you can get your big cinnamon roll.
Or Mexican food. Or they don't necessarily say Mexican food.
They have some Mexican food and some American food. Yeah. But get your Memorial Day cinnamon roll.
It's about 4 pounds.
It's 1 pound. It's gigantic.
Still.
Yeah, you feed a family of 4.
Go get one of those after you go to the exhibition at the Nature and Science Museum on heart health.
Yes, yeah, right. Now tonight,
though. Cinnamon is good for your heart, by the way.
It is. Tonight downtown at the Rio Grande Theater, 7 o'clock, another one of their classic cinema
I see you wrote it down on the list. Let me just read it, what you have down here. The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Oh, Sound of Music. Is that what it is?
Yeah, the classic film from the 60s, directed by Robert Wise, who was the editor of Citizen Kane, which I showed a couple of weeks ago at the Rio Grande Theater.
Father of Michael Wise.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Works here.
So he also directed the West Side Story. And
my sister used to drive me crazy with the songs from Sound of Music.
I know. I grew up with the record at home.
Oh God!
My sister used to play it too.
Yeah.
Whiskers on Kittens.
Go to the hills.
Yes.
There's some wonderful classic things. Oh, is our show almost over?
It is almost over.
Catch us in the after show. We do an after show. Come in and people walk in and have drinks.
We'll have a Corpse Reviver in honor of Memorial Day.
See you next week. Thanks.